Hello and welcome back to the Goalkeeping Podcast. I'm Paul Sherratt.
I'm Martin Brennan.
And I've got one question for you. Do you have to be mad to be a goalkeeper? It's something, somebody always says that, oh, hello, what business are you in? Oh, we sell goalkeeping products. Oh, you got to be mad to be a goalkeeper. Why do people say that?
They have said that for years.
For years.
And I don't quite get it, if I'm honest. Okay, I'm trying to think the craziest thing you do as a goalkeeper. So it's a 50-50 ball. You're going to dive down with your head kind of facing it, with your hands and someone's going to come with their big hairy foot and try and smash the ball, and you try. There's parts of it that's do I call it craziness? I call it quite brave. I think they're quite intelligent.
I would say brave. Oh, you got to be brave to be a goalkeeper, based on what you just on what you just described.
Yeah.
But it's
Mad,
mad
I'm
or
not
crazy.
sure.
All goalkeepers are crazy, quote unquote. How often do you hear that?
Yeah, I mean, look, if you turn on Netflix, I can give you 3 series now. When we say our goalie's crazy, I'd say no, I think they're normal, sensible people compared to some of the Netflix documentaries I've watched, of which I could definitely not mention the title. But no, they're actually very normal people compared to, if that makes sense. I can share them. No, I can't share them. I'd like to share them.
Okay, I won't.
There's one.
Go on. Yeah.
I'll half mention it.
Okay.
There's the documentary that involves some cats. That's all I can say. If someone's seen it, they know where it is, what I'm talking about. I can't go any further. It's nothing to do with goalkeeping. Well, it is goalkeeping. We're cats. We're similar to cats. We fly around. We dive. Yeah?
I think I might have seen it. I'll have to go back and Google it.
Anyway, are they crazy?
But that's mad or crazy. Yeah, but
I don't think they're crazy.
That's medically
mad.
That's
But then that's how people see goalies.
That's a psychopath.
Goalies are mad. Why are they mad?
Mad or crazy? Well, let's think about it. Can we think of in inverted commas, crazy goalkeeper? Who would you say was crazy?
Oh, there's been... Would you put Grobbelaar in there as crazy, or would you put him in as a little bit different, or a showman?
Showman, isn't he?
Showman.
Crazy, funny, clown-like, showman.
It's more
Joker.
Showman,
Crazy?
Let's be honest, he doesn't go home, does he? When he was playing, he didn't go home and wait on the kitchen side waiting for his dinner, and he's doing that wobbly leg thing, is he?
How do you know?
That is actually true.
How do you know?
So if he's listening, first of all, I'd be really surprised.
Yeah.
Secondly, if he is listening, then I think it'd be nice to find out.
Could he message us in? Did he used to eat his supper in an evening, doing the wobbly leg? How did he practice? Where did he practice?
Where
the
did he
wobbly
practice?
leg
That's
thing?
outstanding. So that could have well been
in front of the mirror at home.
Yeah, while waiting for his dinner.
Champions League final. Or European Cup as it was then.
Yeah.
I'll just practice the wobbly legs in front of the mirror. But is that crazy?
I
Or
don't
is that
think
just
that makes
is that a
sense.
little bit eccentric?
Before the pod, I was deciding whether I think crazy. Yes, no. I'm going no. Like, why does it make him cry? What? Because you dive around in the goal, you dive on the floor, you dive at someone's feet when they're about to kick the ball at your face.
Is it something? Is it a myth? Let's call it a myth.
Yes.
That has been pursued, or perhaps it was instigated by the outfield players. A bit of a sort of them and us, which kind of still exists to some extent. The outfield players going, he's crazy.
Yeah.
As a bit of a sort of, he's not really in our gang, so he must be in a crazy gang.
He's a centre half crazy then.
No, because he's part of the.
So was Terry Butcher crazy?
Yeah.
So when you look at it that way,
but in that context, he was the crazy one in the gang.
Yeah.
Whereas the goalkeeper is not in the gang, so if you're in the gang and you're crazy, Terry Butcher, what? He's crazy. What a warrior. Whereas if you're outside of the gang,
you're talking about gangs. Hans Sagers was in the crazy gang, which worked for a long, long time with Hans. Was he there's parts of him that was crazy, but I would say there was parts of him off the pitch that was crazy, not as a goalie crazy. So I'm not. If you're asking me the question, sorry if I'm just going to kill the podcast now. Yeah. The question was, are they crazy?
Well, it was mad, actually. Are they mad?
Mad,
was actually the question?
No. Next podcast.
Okay.
I want to hear yours. I want to hear yours. So you get a lot of that, yeah? Because of Glove Glue, people
everybody,
message.
Goalkeepers are crazy. You've got to be crazy to be a goalkeeper. You've got to be mad to be a goalkeeper. Oh, would you do that? I mean, I think the bravery thing, diving around at someone's feet, all of that, I get it.
Yeah.
Brave, not mad, but then maybe there's a fine line between being brave and mad. All of that. I understand it. Solo, some people pursue it that it's a solo position, and therefore if you're solo, then it's a small step to solitary confinement, and then crazy, you're in a padded cell over there. He's just, all that sort of conjecture. You could say, yeah, he's a crazy, mad goalkeeper. But I can't find any evidence, either from a standout example that you could go, do you know where, actually X, he was completely bonkers. I mean, he really was. So we can't find him yet.
So was your postman crazy?
What, my current postman?
Yeah,
my current postman.
Too much difference, but
shout out to Martin. I'm sure he's not listening. Martin, the current postman, who's been my postman for 16 years,
right?
He's not crazy.
Why?
He's very sensible. He's very measured.
So he puts his hand through a letterbox where there could be a couple of Rottweilers there. There could be a couple of old ladies there trying to pull his arm in. Is that not a bit crazy and mad as well?
No, our letterbox is on the outside of the house. It's a separate
Your
letterbox on a wall.
But he doesn't just deliver to yours, does he? He delivers to loads of houses.
Well, yeah, but I don't know my perception of him. Well, that's interesting. My perception of him, that he's not crazy, because I don't think about him putting his hand through a letterbox with Rottweilers. But maybe other people's perception of him is that he's crazy, because that's exactly what he does.
So the question now is, are postmen crazy? Sorry, are post people crazy?
What, you got to be mad to be a postman?
Why not?
It's good hours, pays okay. Well, they're going on strike at the moment, but
I'm just saying, you could say that about any job, couldn't you?
You could.
Really?
Yeah, but why is it fashionable, for want of a better phrase, in football to point the finger specifically at a goalkeeper? And it's been done for decades.
Yeah. I think because
nobody says, actually, do they? Do people say it's crazy to be a manager? Yeah, some people do say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at football. Nobody ever says it's crazy to be a striker.
No.
They do say it's crazy to be a manager, or you're going to be mad to be a football manager. You've got to be mad to be a goalkeeper. Football manager, you've got to be mad because of the pressure and all that, would be the logical thing.
Yeah.
So again, we can find a logic behind that. Mad to be a goalkeeper. Well, I can't even find the logic apart from the bravery thing. There's no other logic.
But going back to what you said, I think because they used to separate. Yeah, I think because used to separate from the team. They go off, the goalies do their own little bit. When you look at, when when the guys used to jog past us and stuff, there'd be times where I'd have a wall and I'd have some mannequins on an angle. I'd have some bottles on the floor and the ball's kicking up against the bottles for deflections. And I think sometimes they see it as like,
so they're looking across.
What are you lot doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That's a good chat. They're looking across thinking, those guys are mad.
Massively jealous.
What are you doing?
Massively jealous.
Yeah, because you're having a load of fun.
Because when they're on their own, all of a sudden come up and go, could I join in training tomorrow with you?
Yeah.
Well, you can't because you're a centre forward.
Yeah.
But I do believe it has come from that. And let's be honest, some of the tackles that used to go on, remember Vinnie Jones in the final against, was it Forest?
What,
the
Forest? Crazy Gang final?
Liverpool, sorry.
Liverpool.
Did you see the first challenge?
It was not dissimilar to a few years later, the Gaza challenge that knackered his knee.
In today's game, it's a treble red card. Forget red card, treble red card. So if you're a goalie going in as a 1v1 on that, they're not holding back.
No.
So I could see how goalies were seen as a little bit crazy then and a bit nuts. So I do see that. Not so much today.
I think, and we haven't done this before, I would love to open this up to our audience. We've never really asked for proper audience feedback. So I'm reaching out to all of you watching this on YouTube, listening to us on the podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Drop us a message. DM us. Put a comment in YouTube.
Yeah.
Are goalkeepers mad or crazy?
I'm going no. I don't know about you. Are you going yes as well? You as well. You going yes?
I don't see it. I don't see that goalkeepers are crazy. So I'm going to no. They're not mad. They're not crazy.
Nice.
Love to hear your opinion. I'm Paul Sherratt.
I'm Martin Brennan.
That was the Goalkeeping Podcast.